Hey there, welcome to the free 5-day website challenge. My name is Shannon Mattern, and over the next 5 days, I'm going to walk you through how to build a website that helps you convert visitors into subscribers so that you can turn them into customers and create a profitable, sustainable, and scalable online business. So I created this free DIY web design training program to empower you to create the kind of website for your online business that gives you freedom, flexibility, and financial independence without the tech ever holding you back. And tens of thousands of people have taken the free 5-day website challenge since we launched it back in 2015. So many of them have gone on to create side hustles that have replaced their paycheck and allowed them to quit their day job. Others have gone on to build 6 and even 7-figure businesses after building a strong foundation on what they learned in this training. It kind of blows my mind. And you can hear their stories and those of other people who started right where you are today and have gone on to build their dream businesses on my Pep Talks for Side Hustlers podcast, which you can get on my website at shannonmattern.com/podcast. Because we are not just building a pretty website in this training. We are building a powerful tool that will help you turn your website visitors into subscribers, meaning it is not just a place where people are going to learn more about you. It is a powerful tool that is going to help you convert your website traffic into visitors so that you can make offers for your programs, products, and services and get customers. So everything you learn over the next 5 days is not just the technical click-by-click steps of building a website. It's also super strategic. And I'm going to be teaching you some of our tried and true marketing and sales strategies baked right into this training as we go so that you understand why you're building what you're building and you have a really strong foundation to go out and market your business, get traffic, get customers, get subscribers, and all of the things you need to build a really successful online business. There is no other training like this out there. It is so amazing what people are able to accomplish once they believe they actually can do it and they feel confident and empowered. And that is exactly how you are going to feel when you are done building your website with this training. So let's dive into how the free 5-day website challenge works. And I'm going to share my screen with you. You are on day 1 of the training right now, and an email is on its way to your inbox with login information so that you can log in to our website and access all 5 days of the free 5-day website challenge at any time at your own pace. You will move through the training in order, starting with completing what you learn right here in today's training video, in today's day 1 video, and follow along with each video step by step in order. So throughout this training, we are going to cover getting your website address and getting your WordPress hosting set up. We're going to walk you through WordPress, backups, security, business email address, setting up your entire email list and email marketing strategy, which is still the gold standard for marketing a business online. We'll go over logos, fonts, colors. You'll learn how to easily make graphics for your website. You'll design all of your strategic website pages with my favorite page builder plugin, Elementor. You'll learn how to create blog posts and content. And finally, you'll learn how to make sure your website is compliant with the law, optimized for search engines, and you will go live. And that's when you can start marketing your business so you can drive traffic to your website and turn that traffic into email list subscribers and ultimately customers. So that is what we're going to cover over the next 5 days. It is the entire foundation of your online business that we are going to build in this training. This is unlike anything else that you will find out there. So follow along in order. I got you. I will hold your hand through all of it. So this training is totally free to you. And I am able to keep it free because I am an affiliate for some of the products and services I recommend inside this training, which means that I may earn a commission from those companies at no additional cost to you, and sometimes at a savings to you when you use my affiliate link to make a purchase. And that's what allows me to keep this training free and update it and have team members in our Facebook group supporting you through it and all the things. So I only recommend products, people, services that I trust, have used, have spent my own money on, that I know work, that I'm willing to put my name on. And these are tools that I have used to grow my own business from $0, zero traffic, 0 subscribers, 0 customers, all the way to a business that generated $500,000 in revenue in 2021 and over $1 million in total since we started. So I am teaching you the exact same things that I use to run my business and the exact same tools. And so I only recommend products that I love and that I trust and that I know work and that I know are going to grow with you from 0 to $500,000 and beyond. Because what I know is that it's hard enough to build a business with all the things that we have to overcome. We don't need to be redoing our tech every year because we didn't build something that was going to grow with us. And I'm going to teach you how to build something that is going to grow with you. Okay, so before we dive in to what you're going to do in day one of this training, I want to tell you about one more thing. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about how to build and update and maintain your website. But unless you're planning to be a web designer someday, you literally do not need to do all of this work yourself from scratch. Okay. You want to get through this website setup as quickly as possible so that you can move on to marketing your business, getting clients, making money, and creating your dream life. Okay. Messing around with all the techie details of setting up your website is the last place you need to be spending your time. So that is why I created Site in a Snap. I have packaged up my tried and true WordPress site setup and strategic page designs and website copy that converts so that you can skip the cumbersome tech configuration and spin up your site in just a few clicks and easily customize it to your unique business and brand. Site in a Snap will take you from a completely blank WordPress site with no content, no design, no pages, no plugins, nothing, to a fully built website ready to customize in a snap. So I'm going to walk you through really quickly how this works. So when you get Site in a Snap and you choose either Site in a Snap Lite or you get one of our pre-designed brand kits, which I'll show you in just a second, all you do is install Site in a Snap with our Site in a Snap installer plugin. You will activate the plugin and then you'll see Site in a Snap here in your menu items. And then all you do is scroll all the way down to the bottom, begin site import, and it imports our tried and true conversion focused website design with all of our plugins, all of our pages, all of our strategy, all of our copy templates and copy snippets, so that literally you can save hours designing a website that converts. We've done all the hard work for you, and you can import our fully, completely done site in a snap. So you can see that we're at about 50% progress. This is going to import this site in less than a minute, which is crazy compared to how long this would take you to do by yourself, click by click by click. And we are still going to show you how to use this site, how to configure everything. You will learn so much without having to take the long way. So you can see that all of the images are importing. Now the content is importing, all of the theme settings and design. Your site now has all the pages. You can see, let's close that out of that. We'll walk you through all of this setup, but your site has all of the pages that you need, all of the plugins that you need, all of everything. And then where we pick up is walking you through all of the settings and the configuration of all of the plugins and getting everything ready to go. We went from having nothing to having a fully designed website that you will customize to your brand in under a minute. So that's how Site in a Snap works. And for a limited time, you can get your hands on it for a massive discount off of the regular price. And if you don't want branding, you already have your fonts and color palettes, we'll take a look at our brand kits. We have the Ashley brand kit, who is like super elegant and classy. We have the Sahara, which is like a super cool chill vibe. We've got the Sunny, which is the demo that I showed you there, which is like super bright and uplifting. We've got the Rylan, which is like kind of cool and classic. And then we have the Quinn, which is really bold and sweet. So we have all of those brand kits available to you, pre-designed, preloaded into Site in a Snap. You will choose the brand kit that you want at checkout, and that's the editable brand kit that you'll get in Canva. So when you purchase the brand kit, then you also get editable templates that you can come in here in Canva and edit to your own name, your own brand, customize, and we show you how to load all of that in to your pre-designed Site in a Snap. It will save you hours, days, weeks of work. So it is our mission to get you up and running as quickly as humanly possible so that you can move on to the work of marketing and driving traffic to your site and building your email list and making offers and testing and validating things and ultimately scaling your business and creating a full-time income and beyond. We want to help you do that as quickly as possible. And that's why we created Site in a Snap. And if you do not need the branding, you already have branding, you don't want one of the 5 brand kits, we have Site in a Snap Lite that will give you all of the pages, all of the plugins, all of the layout, all of the website copy prompts. We'll walk you through adding your own branding to our Site in a Snap Lite inside of the training, so that you do not have to do everything from scratch. Okay. We want you getting set up. We want you to have the strategy. We want you to move on to marketing and driving traffic to your site, getting subscribers, making offers, getting customers, and transforming lives. And you will still learn so much about your website to be empowered to do all of that. So For a limited time, you can get your hands on Sight and a Snap at a huge discount off of the regular price. Take advantage of that below this video. And we're going to dive into day one of the free 5-day website challenge. So one of the first things that we are going to do in day one is get our domain and hosting. Our domain is our website address. So your www.shannonmattern.com, whatever you choose to be your domain. And we're also going to get our WordPress hosting. So we teach self-hosted WordPress in this training. There is a difference between if you went to WordPress.com and you have WordPress through that service. WordPress.com is like renting an apartment. You have all of their, like, they take care of everything for you. They take care of the hosting. They take care of, the things, but you're limited to their floor plans and their approved plugins and all of that. So it's very limited. If you have WordPress.com, you will not be able to follow along with the free 5-day website challenge. That's one of the things that confuses people a lot is they're like, oh, I have WordPress. Why can't I install the plugins that you are talking about in the training? WordPress.com is kind of like a locked down version of WordPress. So we are going to show you how to get self-hosted WordPress that you have complete and total control over, so you can do whatever you want with it, which is going to grow with you as you grow your business. So we're going to walk through your domain and hosting setup. We're going to walk through your WordPress setup, which is super, super simple. Basically, once you set up your domain and hosting, WordPress exists, and we'll give you a little tour so you understand like what you're seeing, what to pay attention to, what not to pay attention to, so that you're not like super overwhelmed. We're going to get a business email address set up. So we want you looking legit. We don't want you to have a gmail.com or at hotmail.com website address that you're using for your business. We want you to have a at yourdomainname.com email address, and you are going to need that for all of the things that you're going to set up for your business going forward. So we're going to teach you how to get that set up. And then we are going to, we'll go through your DIY shopping list right now, because like any good DIY project, there are supplies and tools and things that you have to buy to complete the DIY project. And that is exactly the same thing with your web design project. So I have my list of tried and true tools that I used in my business. I still use some of them in my business that I absolutely love, that I am an affiliate for because they are incredible. And when you use my affiliate links, like I said earlier, I earn commissions from these companies. And that is what allows me to keep this training free for you guys, which is really, really cool. It's a total win-win. So not only do I get to share with you the tools that I use and I love and I know work and are easy, I get to give this training to you for free and they pay me. So it can't get any better than that, right? So the first tool on our DIY shopping list is our website hosting, our domain and hosting. You will get that from shannonmattern.com/Bluehost. I have an arrangement with Bluehost where I can get you your hosting instead of $10 a month for $2.95 a month. And you can lock that in for up to 3 years at the $2.95 a month, which I highly recommend. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. So if for some reason in the next 30 days, you're like, nope, this website stuff is not for me, you can get a full refund. So when you complete checkout, which we will go into detail in a second, click by click through setting up your domain and hosting, it turns out to be like $106 and change for 3 years of hosting, which is a steal. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So Bluehost is what I used for the first several years of my business. I used it until I started paying for Facebook ads. So start here. I highly recommend you start here. And then when you get to a point where you have validated your business, things are running, you know how to make money, and you're ready to scale with paid traffic or something like that, then you could easily move to a host like WP Engine, who is who I use now for my site, so that you can take advantage of like super fast speeds, but it costs a lot more. It costs 10 times as much. Actually, I pay like $100 a month for WP Engine, $100 a month. So we want to make sure that your business is running and profitable and sustainable before you're paying $100 a month for WordPress hosting. We want to start you where you are now, which is $295 a month, and it is more than good enough to grow you to the next level. It will be fine for you for years and years to come. Like I said, it was like 6 years or something before I outgrew it, 6 years and multiple six figures before I outgrew Bluehost. So great place to start. And again, $2.95 a month, 30-day money back guarantee, bluehost.com/Shannon Mattern. That's an affiliate link. I will get a commission if you use that link. Total win-win at no additional cost to you, at a savings to you. The other tool that is potentially on your DIY shopping list, this is not required. It used to be required. It is the Page Builder plugin that we are going to use to build your website. It's called Elementor. It is amazing. There is a free version of the plugin, and it's great, and it'll get you really far. The pro version of the plugin for $49, which is all you need, 30-day money back guarantee as well on that. That will unlock features like being able to use custom fonts, being able to do custom designs for your header and footer, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So I highly recommend Elementor Pro, and I've also designed the free 5-day website challenge to teach you how to build your website without it. But I will show you the differences of what you can do with it and what, because you might be like, I'm fine with not having it. But I also am like, if you had it, you'd be able to do X, Y, and Z. So I'll point out where it's required and where it's not. And if you get your hands on Sight in a Snap, Sight in a Snap Lite does not require Elementor Pro. Sight in a Snap Premium does, because we have custom fonts that we're using and some other customizations that we use in Sight in a Snap Premium that we don't need to do with Lite. So Elementor Pro is not required for Sight in a Snap Lite unless you want to add custom brand fonts, and then you would want to upgrade to Elementor Pro. Hey there, it's Shannon. I wanted to let you know about a quick update to the Elementor link that we've shared with you. So when you go to shannonmattern.com/Elementor, now it's going to take you to a new landing page. And this deal right here is for the Elementor cloud platform. And we don't need that. We don't need the cloud platform. We just need the plugin. So you are going to just click on pricing up here at the top, click on plugin, and then under the $49 a month essential version, click on buy now. That's all you need. I just wanted to give you this quick update just in case you've noticed that it's different from the video and you want to make sure that you're getting the plugin and not the Elementor cloud. So let us know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye. The next tool on our DIY shopping list is our email marketing service. This is different than your business email address. This is how you will build your email list. This is how you'll collect addresses from your email list subscribers and be able to send them a freebie and a newsletter and sales emails and marketing emails and make offers and tell them about all the amazing things that you're doing, because sales happen in email. They do not happen on social media. They do not happen on your website. They happen in the inbox. I can promise you, like, this is the most important thing. If you learn nothing in the free 5-day website challenge, it is that your website is a means to an end to build your email list. I use and love ConvertKit. It's amazing. I am a proud affiliate partner of ConvertKit, and we're going to use it in this training. I'm going to show you how to set it up and get a form on your website so that you can collect email addresses and all the things. So go to shannonmattern.com/ConvertKit. You will click on the button to create a free account. It just logged me into my account when I did that. You'll get a free account, and I will show you how to set up what you need to set up with your free accounts. And we'll also talk about the differences of a free and a paid account and when you might want to consider upgrading to a paid account. So I honestly recommend just starting off, if your budget can support it, with paying for these tools from the get-go so that you can build things the correct way from the start. It is going to, I know it might seem like a big investment now with all of the tools that you're purchasing, but you are saving a fraction of what you would be paying a web designer to set all of this stuff up for you. And the return on your investment is going to be crazy, right? So when you're spending just a few $100s total to get your entire online business set up, and then you're able to create many, many, many times more than that in revenue, it is worth setting this stuff up right from the beginning and getting the right tools instead of trying to tie things together with rubber band and bubble gum and be super cheap and cause yourself more time and more headaches. There's an opportunity cost to that, to not investing in the foundational thing. So I'm so serious about making sure that I'm recommending affordable tools, but I'm also serious about you investing in your business so that you can grow it and you can build it and do what you're meant to do and transform lives and create a living doing it. So shannonmattern.com/ConvertKit. There are lots of other email marketing systems out there. I've tried a lot of them. ConvertKit is what I consider, it's so funny. It's like minimum viable email marketing provider. And also I have built my business that generated $500,000 in 2021 and on track for that, if not more, in 2022 on ConvertKit. And so many other multiple 6- and 7-figure business owners that I know have too. So the next tool, I cannot tell you, I live in Canva. Canva is your graphic design tool. It is for DIYers. It is made for DIYers. So there is a free plan, shannonmattern.com/Canva to get your free plan. Still, I'm going to recommend that you get on a monthly plan so that you can get custom fonts and things like that, background, like all of their tools, like the background remover and resizing designs and saving your fonts and colors and all of that stuff. So I'm going to recommend Canva Pro. Is it required? No. Is it going to make your life easier? Times a million. So $12.99 a month or $119 a year for Canva. But there's also the free option. You just won't be able to follow along with the free 5-day website challenge exactly with the free option of Canva. I'm so excited to show you this tool in day 3 of the challenge, or just in Site and a Snap. We'll show you how to make all of the graphics that you need for your website and all the things. So I geek out about that. So again, shannonmattern.com/Canva. I will walk you through setting up and using all of these tools inside of the free 5-day website challenge. So the advantage of using the tools I recommend is I'm going to show you exactly how to use them all. And then finally, the final tool that I recommend that is it's definitely not required, but I freaking love them. And all of the pictures of me on my website that are not me come from Styled Stock. So shannonmattern.com/SSS, Styled Stock Society. They not only have all of the stock images that have people in them or don't have people in them or have tech and like just different lifestyle, workspace, travel, health and wellness, diverse body types, diverse skin colors, like all of the things in Styled Stock. They also have templates. They have Canva templates, slide templates, Instagram templates. So you could come in here and get inspiration for your brand. If you didn't like any of our mix and match brand kits, you could log into Styled Stock, find like Canva templates that you love, and then those are all editable in Canva. And then you could build reverse engineer a brand off of that, get Site and a Snap Lite, and we would show you how to add your custom colors, brands, and fonts to Site and a Snap Lite. So so many things. Like I love styled stock. You will probably recognize if you look at my Instagram or anything like these post templates. I don't build anything from scratch. Okay. Yes, I'm a web designer, but I am not a graphic designer. And so I take advantage of templates and things like that. Another place that you can go for incredible inspiration, and we'll talk more about this when we get to design day, is Creative Market. So shannonmattern.com/Creative Market. And again, you can find brand kits and different things there. If one of the 5 brand kits that we have in Site and a Snap Premium don't light you up, and you still want to use Site and a Snap, but you want to do it with your own brand, you can certainly like come and buy a brand pre-done for you from Creative Market, and then take that and apply it to your site. And the final thing potentially on your shopping list, a shameless plug for Site and a Snap. And I say shameless because it truly is the fastest path for you to having your website done super quickly so that you can move on to going live and marketing and building your business and getting customers and all the things. So for a limited time, we are offering Site and a Snap at a huge discount. You have day 1 of the 5-day website challenge to take advantage of this special offer. Site and a Snap will be available after that, but it will be at its regular price after day 1 of the free 5-day website challenge. So all of the details are below this video on Site and a Snap, so you can take a look at that. But regardless of whether you get Site and a Snap or not, you still need domain and hosting. So let's dive into setting up your hosting with Bluehost. So you're just going to open up a browser tab and go to shannonmattern.com/Bluehost. That is going to take you to my unique page where you can get $2.95 a month on your hosting. So just click the green Get Started Now button, and all you need is the basic level of hosting. It comes with one website. If you want more than one website, you will want to get the Plus plan. So if you have plans to add like a courses site later, or you just want more than one website, you'll want to do Plus. But if you're just building one website, the basic plan at $2.95 a month is perfect for you. So you can just hit select, and then you have the option to create a new domain or use one that you already own. If you use one that you already own, Bluehost will walk you through how to get that domain connected to this account. For purposes of this training, we are going to create a new domain, and we are going to use my dog's name. So scarletgracelab.com. Let's try Scarlet Mattern Lab, because I think I've already used Scarlet Grace Lab in another demo of the 5-day website challenge. So if you don't know what to choose because you don't know what you're going to call your business yet, go ahead and just choose your own name. That is something that you will always want to own. You can always change a domain name later. And you can also skip the step if you want, but I recommend just choosing something so that you can keep moving forward. And it really doesn't make a big difference. what you choose, make sure it's just easy to tell people, right? So like if you go when you start to market, so that it's easy to tell people that you don't want a lot of dashes or anything in your domain name. You want it to be something just easy to say. So for your account information, you're going to fill all of this out. It does require a phone number and an email address that you check often, because you're going to need to get some confirmation emails and things. So I'll fill all of this out in a second for myself. Your package information, you're going to select whether you want $12.95 a month for just 1 year, or you want to lock in 3 years. And I recommend locking in 3 years, because otherwise it will go up to $9.95 a month after your first 12 months. So if you can swing it, definitely lock in that price for 3 years. And then for your package extras, I always uncheck at least these two, if not this one as well. The domain and privacy protection, what that will do is prevent your information from going into a database where people like look at all the new website registrations, and then they'll like spam you, spam call you, spam email you. Like my phone will start ringing off the hook after I purchase this with people trying to offer me web design and all of that stuff. So if that freaks you out, if that bothers you, you can add that on for $11.88 a year. If it is not a big deal to you, if you're like cool with ignoring spam phone calls and getting junk emails, then you can save yourself $12. So it's totally up to you. I just wanted you to be aware that if you uncheck this box, you'll probably get some spam for about a week, maybe a month. After that, they move on to new people. If you just want to keep it private, and when people look up who owns your website, they just see Bluehost, it's registered at Bluehost, they don't see who you are, then you can pay that $12 for that. So go ahead and fill out all of your information, enter your payment information, check the box that you have read and acknowledge the terms, click the submit button, and I will do the same. And I'm going to pause this video and I'll meet you on the other side. All right, so before you click the submit button, just review these auto renewal terms so that you're aware of what happens at the end of the term that you chose. That the introductory price only applies to that first term, whether you chose 12 months or 36 months, and the money back guarantee applies to hosting and the domain privacy. But I don't think it applies to your domain, but your domain was free anyway. And then your renewal will be at the same term length and at the regular rates in your control panel. So if you did 3 years, when your renewal comes up, your renewal will be for 3 years at their regular rate. So just be aware of that. And that's why I'm like, lock in your 3 years. By the time it's time for renew, your business will be thriving and you'll be like good to go there. So go ahead and hit the submit button. And if we filled everything out properly, we will be taken to the next screen. If not, we'll be prompted to fix things. All right, so my payment was complete. I was emailed a copy of my receipt. So everything is good to go there. I'm going to go ahead and click create password. So let's click next. And just a caveat, I tried to do this before and for some reason, it was telling me it was still provisioning my account and I couldn't create my password. So let's just hold tight on this for a second, and we're going to go check our email, and we're going to wait for a confirmation email. Let's go to my personal email, not my business email. So we have one confirmation email that we are going to go ahead and verify our email address. So we're good there. It looks like we're logged into Bluehost right now, but we're not, because I don't think we fully created our account. So we are just going to click out of this and not do anything here. And then we are going to await another email that is going to be like, everything's set up, it's good to go, our site is set up and ready. So I'm going to just really quick try to create a password. We'll do this. You will not have this pop up. This is my password manager that I use. It's called 1Password. This is where I save like all of my passwords so that I don't lose them. So don't worry if you don't see that same thing pop up for you. So I just want to save this. So I have my password created. I read the terms and conditions. Let's see if it lets me create my account. Your account is in the process of being created. Please wait a few minutes to set your password. So this is what happened to me before. So at this point, we are going to just hang tight, and you can pause this video here, and I'm going to wait for the confirmation email to come, and so I can take the next step. So let's see, it's 3:56 p.m. now. I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. I'll let you know how long it took for me to get my confirmation email and be able to move on to the next step and get logged into my account. So I'll see you on the other side. All right, so it has been about 8 minutes since we completed our Bluehost payment. So I just got our welcome to Bluehost confirmation email that my order is complete. So I'm going to try to come back here and set this password that I tried to set up earlier and see if it lets me complete my account creation. It's looking promising. Okay, awesome. So if the same thing happened to you where you were getting an error message that that like your account was still being set up, wait until you get this welcome to Bluehost email, come back there, your account is ready. Now you can log in with that password that you saved, that you made note of and wrote down. I saved mine in my password manager here with all the things. So let's see which one. There we go. Number 3, third time's the charm, right? And we will go ahead and log into our Bluehost account. So what has happened is that we chose a domain name and we also got our self-hosted Bluehost account set up. And now we are going to set up our website. So go ahead and click on the blue Create Your Website button. And then it's asking us, when it comes to building your website, how much help do you want? We're literally going to click skip this step because I am going to show you how to do everything that you need to do. The primary purpose of this site, you can just say business. I mean, that's pretty simple. And then how would you like to build your WordPress site? We definitely want limitless customization Bluehost here. So now it's going to ask us what type of site it is, who we're creating it for. We're going to skip this step. The only reason Bluehost is asking us this stuff is because they want to know if they have things that, you know, we could buy from them. So we're going to skip all of that. I'm going to show you how to add all of that stuff later. We're also going to skip this next step as well. And we are also going to not pick a theme. So down here, skip the step. So we want Bluehost to install a straight up blank WordPress site for us so that we just can start with a clean slate. And that is what we have done. So right now we are in the Bluehost dashboard. I'll walk you around this in a little bit. But the first thing we want to note is that we have my sites here. And so you will see that we have welcome and we have our Scarlet Mattern Lab, my dog. And if we click on the domain name here, and I'm going to hold down my control key on my keyboard and click that to open that up in a new tab, works on any website for any link. If you hold down that control key or command key on a Mac, it's going to open it up in a new tab. Super handy. You'll see that you have a new WordPress website coming soon page. If you want to log into it, you can either click on Manage Site here, or I always like to show people how to log in through WordPress, because most often you're not going to go log into Bluehost and then come to your sites and go to Manage Site. You're going to bypass Bluehost altogether in the future and just go straight to your site. So I want to show you how to log in directly from your site. One thing to notice is we have a temporary domain here. So it's like box 584, blah, 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 scar, whatever. So what's happening right now is our domain is being quote unquote provisioned. So it's being like registered somewhere, it's being assigned, it's being connected to the site. All of this is happening behind the scenes with Bluehost. It says that it's not secure because our security certificate is being provisioned. So what a security certificate is this little lock icon here that encrypts communication between your website visitor and the web server itself. So like, when you enter payment information, no one can intercept that because the connection is being encrypted between you and the and your website visitor. All of that stuff is being like provisioned behind the scenes, but we get to log into our site beforehand and start working on it. So what's going to end up happening is you're going to be just like working away, and you're just going to be like logged out of your website totally randomly. And it's going to redirect you to the WordPress login screen, which I'm going to show you in a second, and prompt you to log in again. And it's going to happen super randomly, and you're going to think something went wrong. But when you log back in, it'll be your domain name and you'll have a lock icon. So I just want you to know to expect that to happen as your domain is being provisioned. So I'm going to click here on admin login. And notice that at the end of our domain name, our temporary domain, is this wp-login.php. That is how you get logged into any WordPress site. So I'm going to just show you what I mean. I'm going to go to shannonmattern.com. wordpress.com/wp-login.php. That's going to take you to the admin login for my main WordPress site. So whenever you want to log in to your WordPress site, all you have to do is go to your domain and put a /wp-login.php at the end. It's going to take you to your WordPress login screen. We do not want to log in with WordPress.com. We're actually going to deactivate the plugin that prompts that. We are going to log in with our username and password. And our username is our email address that we used to set up Bluehost. So I used this, I believe. Pretty sure this is what Bluehost set our login to be. And our password should be the same password that we set up Bluehost with. If not, if something has changed since the last time I've done this, I'll show you how to set that up in WordPress logging in through Bluehost. So we'll try this way first, and we'll try this way first, and if it doesn't work, I'll show you another way. And you will learn throughout this training that there are so many different ways to do things, so many different ways to solve problems. And you're also going to learn the skill of like troubleshooting and things not going exactly as planned in this training. And I think that is one of the most empowering and resilient things that you can learn. And that's why I leave that stuff in. When I run into it, I leave it in the training. So let's see, in my 1Password, let's find the password that I think I set, and we'll click login and see what happens. It didn't shake its head no at me. So, oh, there we go. Lucky guess. Let's try it one more time. I think it was Shannon 2023 plus Bluehost3@gmail.com. We'll try this one more time. If it doesn't let us in 2 tries, we'll go in through the portal. So let's click on Manage Site here. We're going to click on Login to WordPress, and Bluehost is going to log us in. Otherwise, we'll do a password reset. But I just want to show you guys all of this stuff because you might have the same situation happen to you, and I want you to feel super empowered and like you are able to navigate things when they don't go as expected. And I don't want you to think that they don't go as expected for everybody but you. So that worked. I was able to log in through my portal. This is WordPress. We're going to go through all of this in a second. But there are a couple things that I want to look at first. I'm going to go to users, all users, and we are going to look at my administrator user. And this is why I was not able to log in because I don't think I was using the correct username. So my username is Shannon 2023 Bluehost 3. So I'm going to log out and try to log back in. I'm actually going to click edit on my WordPress user, my administrator user, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to set the password that I want to use. So I'm going to paste in that same password that I saved for myself, just to be super clear on what that is. And by the time you see this, I'll have reset that. So just FYI. And now I'm going to mouse over my name in the top right corner and I'm going to hit log out. And now I'm going to try to log in again. So again, I'm going to go to my domain name. It'll be Scarlet Mattern Lab once it provisions, but right now it's just this randomness, this random gibberish that you don't even have to make a note of because you can log in through Bluehost until your domain's provisioned. Log in with username and password. I think that was Shannon 2023 Bluehost 3, and then the password that I just saved. And this time, if I did everything right, it logged me in. So I just want to show you that, and you can do the same thing for yourself to make sure that the password you want to use is the password that is set on your administrator account in WordPress. Okay, so we have successfully set up our domain, our hosting, our domain is being provisioned. We've logged in to Bluehost. We've logged into WordPress. In the next part of this training, I am going to give you a little tour of WordPress, give you some basics about getting logged in, logged out, navigating what you're looking at, and then we will move on to, we'll move on to setting up your business email address, and then that'll be it for day 1 of the training. You should already have an email from me in your inbox with a username and password to access the replay of this video, plus the days 2 through 5 additionally of the challenge so that you can continue on with us. So let's take a tour of WordPress. Okay, so right now we are in the WordPress dashboard. I can tell I'm in the WordPress dashboard because there is this little W in the top left corner. It says howdy and my name. I have this black at what we call the admin bar across the top, and we have this black, we call it like the left side menu or dashboard menu along the left side. So Bluehost is our hosting. And we will come in here from time to time for things, but we don't spend a whole lot of time here. Our website lives here. So if we click on my sites, we see the site that we created. We'll set up our business email here a little bit later. Once our domain is provisioned, we'll see options for it here. And then we may even have to get into some of our advanced tools and like get into the file manager, to see the files that make up our website and do a couple of techie things in these WordPress folders. That all happens in Bluehost, but we don't live in Bluehost. We don't really operate in Bluehost. We mostly work in WordPress. And if you have a different web hosting company, like GoDaddy or SiteGround or one of the bajillion million other hosting companies, you could have your website hosted on a completely different web hosting company, and WordPress is going to look the same, except for a couple of different things. Like if you're not hosting on Bluehost, you won't see these Bluehost options here. So just wanted to be really clear about the difference between WordPress and Bluehost and how you can have your WordPress site on any hosting company at all, or any hosting company you want. You can move between hosts. You really truly have total freedom when you have self-hosted WordPress to have your site on any hosting company. So all of that being said, let's take a little bit of a tour of WordPress. So let's start over here. When we mouse over this welcome, eventually this will say our site name. So I'll show you when we start to configure some settings in a little bit, that will say your site name. Like mine says Shannon Modern. Yours will say whatever you set your site name to be, which is a little bit different than your domain name. When we mouse over that welcome and we click visit site, we are toggling to the front end of our site, which looks like nothing right now. This is the default WordPress theme. Our site's going to look nothing like this when we are done. So don't worry. Yours might look different right now, depending on what default theme is installed. So don't worry if yours does not look the same as mine. This is also a perfect time to point out that at the time I'm doing this training, things look a certain way. WordPress looks a certain way. Bluehost looks a certain way. All of the tools that I'm going to walk you through look a certain way. At some point, things are going to update after I've launched this training. They're going to have layouts change. Things are going to look a little bit different. Nothing has gone wrong. Everything is fine. And even if things look a little different, typically the options are mostly the same. If you have questions or concerns, you can go into the 5-Day Website Challenge Facebook group and ask for support. Typically, we'll get a few people asking about something. We'll do some research. We'll update our frequently asked questions. You can get answers there. We might leave notes on the training to say, oh, hey, the name of this plugin changed or this tool changed. So we just don't want you to freak out if something's a little bit different on what you're seeing versus what you're seeing in the videos. That is completely normal to be expected with just how quickly technology changes. But we're showing you tried and true tools that have been around for a really long time. And, of course, they evolve and update, but they don't change too much. So if you're not seeing exactly what I'm seeing, that's okay. The concepts will all still apply. So we have toggled to the front end. If we want to toggle back to the dashboard, all we do is mouse over the site name again, and we go back to dashboard. This is the dashboard, also known as the back end. So front end is mousing over your site name visit site, and back end is mousing over your site name dashboard. So you can see that that's like a house, and then it changes to like a tool, like an odometer. So that is one of the most important things to know. So you can also, there's a lot of things you can do on the front end to edit. We'll go through all of that later, but just knowing how to toggle between the front and the back is really important. Then also, if you ever want to log out of your profile, you just mouse over your name and you can click log out. Honestly, I don't ever really log out. I just stay logged in until Bluehost, until one day I go and I have to log in again. So that's how I roll. You're going to see if you followed our steps and you use Bluehost, you're going to see this Jetpack. What type of site is welcome? Dismiss. We don't need that. Your site is currently displaying a coming soon page. We will turn that off when we're ready to live on day 5. This first time SEO configuration, dismiss. So this big area of WordPress in your main dashboard I literally never look at it ever. There'll be all kinds of notices that will pop up here, WordPress events and news, bunch of randomness. I pay zero attention to the stuff in this screen when I'm on the dashboard. Just FYI. You'll see what fills this screen as we start to build the site. Just don't be overwhelmed by any of this. You can actually turn it all off. So come up here into the screen options, top right corner, right below your name. Boom, boom. Don't care about any of this. Turning it all off. Don't need to see any of it. So you can have a completely blank dashboard if you don't want to see all of these things. We are going to go through some settings here in a little bit, but Bluehost thought it was doing us a favor and installed some plugins that we are not going to use. So let's just go ahead and delete those now, and get rid of that. And maybe your web hosting company installed some stuff that you're not going to use, that we're not going to use in the training. You can delete plugins. So we're going to come over here to plugins, and we'll go through in depth in day 2 what plugins are, how to install them, like all the things. So I will show you this, but for now, we're just going to get rid of some clutter. So we're going to come over here to Creative Mail by Constant Contact. We're going to deactivate that. We're not going to tell them why. We're just going to close this window and deactivate. We are going to deactivate Jetpack. Yes, we want to disconnect and deactivate. We're going to use different tools to take care of that. We're going to keep the Bluehost plugin. This one was already deactivated. Now you're going to check the boxes of the ones that we deactivated. You're going to click on this bulk actions. You're going to delete and then hit apply. Are you sure you want to delete the selected plugins and their data? Yes, positive, very positive. And oh, what if I accidentally deleted something I didn't mean to delete? I just reinstall it and it actually didn't delete any of the settings, which is pretty cool. And then the next thing that we just want to do to kind of have a completely clean slate before we start with all of our configuration is to come into pages. And WordPress also is like, hey, we're going to create a couple of pages for you just to start you off. We are going to bulk select those. We're going to move them to the trash because we don't need those ones either. So there we go. Now we have a really clean slate to come in day 2 and start going through and configuring all of our WordPress settings and everything that we're going to do moving forward in this training. And our domain still hasn't been provisioned. It still says nonsense. It hasn't like kicked me out or anything, but it will happen. It will just happen randomly. So let's go back to Bluehost and set up our business email address. So I opened up these tabs. I'm going to close out of this guy, this cPanel main thing. I'm going to come up here to email and office. If you navigated away from that for some reason, all you have to do is go to my.bluehost.com. And if you're still logged in, it will take you to the Bluehost portal. If you're not still logged in, it'll prompt you to log in again. So we're going to come over here to email and office, and you have a couple of different options for an email provider. So first is Google Workspace. I freaking love Google Workspace. I'm not going to lie. I use Google Workspace. It's basically like a business Gmail account. You get Google Docs, Google Drive, all of the things. Highly, highly, highly recommend $6 a month for Google Workspace. I am going to show you a free option if Bluehost still offers it. So let's try that again. An error occurred. Okay. So that's one option. I actually wasn't going to show you how to set that up in the free 5-day website challenge, but I do recommend, if you're going to run a business, that you have Google Workspace for your domain. So my Shannon@shannonmattern.com email address or support@shannonmattern.com, that all goes to my Google Workspace. It's a Gmail account and all of that stuff. This is my business email, and it looks like Gmail, but it functions like a business email. It's pretty cool. But what I'm going to show you how to set up is actually down here in advanced. I'm going to show you how to set up a free email account. So over here under advanced, click on email accounts, and you are going to search for, let's see, we have 5 available. We're going to click on create down here. And what do we want our username to be? So I'm just going to make mine Shannon@scarlettmattern.lab. For my own email address, it's Shannon@shannonmattern.com. Some people like to do hello@shannonmattern.com. I like to make it super simple. So I just like to use my name. It's personable, right? So I'm going to have Bluehost generate a password for me. I am going to highlight that, Control C to copy it so that I can save it somewhere where I'll remember. So I'm just going to open up my Notepad app for now. I'm on a Mac, by the way. You might be on a Windows computer, so I'm going to try to give you commands for both of those. But Windows also has a Notepad app. I just like to paste things there for temporary safekeeping. And then I don't know what would happen if I didn't click stay on this page after I click create. So let's uncheck it and see what happens. We're going to go ahead and click create. So now we've created that email account. This is not going to be a Google Workspace account or anything like that. This is one that you'll have to log in to Bluehost to access, and it has a very small amount of storage. So that's one of the reasons why I recommend getting like a paid Google Workspace account, but this will do for now. So now we're going to click on check email, and it's logging us in to webmail, and it's asking us like, what device do we want to use to check our email? And we're going to check this box to open my inbox when I log in. And then also, this is going to help you add email to your phone. So enter an email that you can access from your device. So do like your personal, like if you already have an email account set up on your phone, you would want to type in the email account that you have set up on your phone, not the one that you just created. Hit the send button, and it's going to send you an email that you can open up on your phone and follow the instructions to set up your email. That is setting up your email on your iPhone or your Android is beyond the scope of this training. So follow the steps in there to get that added to your account. We cannot help everybody with all the different devices and things that they have. So if you need support with that, you can contact Bluehost. But we just wanted to show you how to do that. And then when you click on check that box and click open, this is going to open your email inbox. So how do we get to this in the future? Well, first, let's test it. So I'm going to go to my personal or my business account. I'm going to send an email to Shannon@scarlettmaternlab.com. Subject test. We'll go ahead and send that. Then let's come back here. And I want to show you how you can access this email later. So if we go to my.bluehost.com, so I'm Shannon and I want to check my email. Then I come down here to advanced and I click on email accounts, and I just click on check email on the account that I created. It's logging me in, and now it should take me directly to this Roundcube account. The other way that I can get to this, I believe, is if I log out of Bluehost. So I'm going to come here and log out. I'm going to try to log out. Bluehost is not letting me log out, so I'm going to come back to home. Finicky with the logouts, aren't you, Bluehost? I think I was logging out of, I don't know what I was logging out of. Okay, so do you see where I have hosting login checked here? I'm going to click webmail login, and now I can enter that scarlettmaternlab.com and that password that I saved. So you're going to want to save that. Make sure you have that. And when I do that, I'll log directly in to this Roundcube mailbox, allegedly. Oh, email, Shannon at, forgot that. There we go. And it logged us into there. And now I have 2 emails in my inbox. You can see that I have this one from Test. So I got the email that I sent myself. I'm going to click allow. So now it's going to show the graphic that was in my email. And now I'm going to test sending an email to myself also. So it's from Shannon at scarlettmatern.lab to shannonmattern.com. Testing. I'm actually going to change this to HTML. So now I get all of these formatting options because I did that. So I can change my font. All of the normal, like, you know, formatting things, and we'll go through those when we actually like start formatting stuff in our website. You'll learn more about all of this. So I think Nope, that's attach a file. So this, just so you know, is not what we're going to use to do our email marketing. This is our business email address. This is how we're going to set up our business accounts. This is where what we're going to use to like email individual people. This is not how we're going to send our newsletter or collect email addresses or anything like that. Just so you're fully aware of that. This is so we have a branded business email address so we look super legit. So I'm going to send that and it should arrive in my inbox soon. But that is your business email address setup. So that is the last thing we are going to do in day 1 of the free 5-day website challenge. Like I said, day 2 is on its way to your inbox. It should already be there. And I got the email. So that's super awesome. So we know that that's working. One more thing before we go. In day 2, I'm going to teach you how to set up all of the plugins and all of the day 2 is going to be WordPress settings, plugin configuration. Day 3 is going to be design. Day 4 is going to be building pages and menus and setting up navigation. And day 5 is going to be going live. When you get your hands on Sight and Snap, it is literally all done for you. You saw earlier how quickly, like in less than a couple minutes, that plugin gets installed and everything gets set up. You can get your hands on that for a crazy price for day 1 of the 5-day website challenge. So take a look at this, all of the information below this video. And I highly recommend getting your hands on Sight and Snap. Sight and Snap Lite if you don't want the brand kit and the templates, and let me do all of that work for you. You will still learn everything that you need to learn to be super empowered in designing and building your website and running your business online. Sight and Snap's just going to like make it so much easier for you. So consider getting your hands on that. That offer is good through the end of your first 24 hours in the 5-day website challenge. Day 2 and the rest of the training is unlocked for you and waiting for you in your email inbox. If you did not get that email from us, reach out to us at support@shannonmattern.com. We'll double check on that and make sure that it gets to you so that you can log into the rest of the training and access days 2 through 5. And let's see how fast you can get this website set up. So I am so excited for you. I cannot wait to see you in day 2. And I hope you get your hands on Sight and Snap because it is going to save you a ton of time. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.